Hello, this is Tim Rodas again. I'm going to talk to you about the activities that reviewers do to use to review the articles and to complete their survey. You'll receive an email with instructions from an editor that once you have agreed to be a reviewer, will explain which article you're reviewing and the links to see that, as well as the link to the survey instrument. A sample letter comes from Sue Barton to me to review her Livable Lawns article that she submitted. In that email, she'll give me a link so that I can open up the submission information about the article, the bulletin that she created. There's going to be a second link here to our online peer review system, and an important piece is the what we call the token ID. This is going to be unique for each reviewer when you enter the review system. And so by clicking on the link to the article, what I'll see is the submission information in HortIM. This is unpublished because it has not been accepted, but it is formatted in the HortIM look and layout as if it was a finished piece. The title, as Sue entered it, the author, a description about her project, the learning goals for the project, appropriate audience, list of credits, list of references, keywords, and then in this case, a link to the online version of the article that she published. Now in a second tab, I can see that article, Livable Lawns, Managing a Healthy Lawn. And I can look through her article, reading it, learning about the subject matter that she's covering, and get ready to do a review. Now, in that email, there was a link to our survey and our survey tool, and contained in that email message was a token ID. I copy and paste that, and what I'll get then is linked to the HortIM peer review system. This is an online survey tool that we developed. And this says, welcome to HortIM Peer Review. There are 15 questions in this survey. And I'm advancing through it. And so as a reviewer, please fill in your name. What is the HortIM item you're ready to review? And you don't have to be fully accurate on that. It was Livable Lawns. I'm sorry, I'm browsing around here. Livable Lawns. So let's make sure Livable Lawns, and the HortIM ID number is 39. So the next question, and I'm seeing progress bar across the top here. The material presented is accurate, scientifically correct. Choose one of the following answers. Yes. Stated learning goals are properly addressed. Choose one of the following answers. Somewhat. And the appropriate material is appropriate for the target audience. Somewhat. And material can be easily incorporated by others. Yes. Appropriate references are cited. No. There were no references in the article. So up above here, we ask the following questions relate to the content. For any question that you answer somewhat or no, please explain your reasoning. So with a yes on accurate and scientifically correct, I don't need to further explain. Stated learning goals are appropriately addressed. Choose one of the following answers. I might have a statement here in terms of an expanded or a rephrasing of the learning goal. Material appropriate for the target audience. Likewise, I might have a statement here as a reviewer. Yes can be easily incorporated. No need to further expand. Appropriate references are cited. No, in this case, we don't need to explain yes or no. But in the final question here, this is related to content. Please comment on what is particularly useful about this submission. And so I like the photos and the XP explanations. Next. Now we're talking about format, and similarly as on the content section, for any question that you answer somewhat or no, please explain your reasoning. The format is appropriate for a presentation of the subject matter, yes, and the text is clearly written. Now, if I feel like I need to go back, please don't hesitate to go back to the article, and we'll look at the details in the article, or in this case, references or learning goals. Any part of this story that you want to go back and look at, please feel free to do that. And then length is appropriate. Let's see, we skipped over one here. The text is clearly written. The graphics and multimedia are appropriate. Yes. Length isn't appropriate. Yes. And there is an element of creativity. Yes. And then finally, a comment on format and presentation. And then lastly, I'll hit submit. With this click, then what I'll do is to finalize the survey results. They will be transmitted to Tim Rodas, and one or more questions. So we have a question is mandatory. Format is appropriate. And hit submit. Thank you. So it's a short survey, two primary parts, one demographic part up front in terms of the who you are and which article you're reviewing. So with that, I hope this has been helpful. Thank you very much.